Welcome back to the Ecircuit, the only way to turn up your weekend. 22162 starting with the word circuit, even known as a send in your request to DJ Talk. And remember, last night, unfortunately, Avicii Ali passed away. Bado tujui the cause of death, but come on as a send in your requests. Kazi nafuatana along those lines za ngoma za Avicii. Tunaweza appreciate ndo DJ Talk aweze kuzicheza. Our first interview is someone very, very talented. He's a musician, he's an actor, a model. As in, you're everywhere in the entertainment industry. He goes by the stage name Just Bruce.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Now, when exactly did you enter the entertainment industry? Did you start as a model, as a musician?
Music has always been the number one passion for me. And in 2009 there, I discovered my talent for modeling when I was in campus. Then I decided, why not make money with it? So Runway wasn't making the money that we were looking for, so we went into TVCs. Yeah.
I think it's a cutthroat business, yeah? How did you get in? How did you become successful that early?
I would say basically persistence. I was hungry. I was from the hood, man. I grew up in Comrock, so I just wanted everything. And went straight into it. Yes, it was a bumpy start, but with time things shaped out, and we thank God.
I'm going to ask you something probably you won't want to answer, but you have to.
Yeah.
What did you do with your first TVC check?
All right. I had my first check was a humongous amount of 26,000. Back then in campus, that was like jackpot. And I think I bought a flat screen TV and some woofers.
Whoa.
Yes.
You had to pimp the place up.
Homeboy.
The Bachelor pad had to look right.
Yeah, that was everything back then. Yeah.
Awesome. So when did you get into music?
All right. So we were doing music, I would say, underground for as long as we can remember. As soon as after high school, we started to record with some hood recording studios. But then in 2010, I met So Severe. That is Robert Kingati. We started to produce with him now for mainstream. So in then I dropped my single VIP back then, and after that went straight into the whole mainstream scenario. Yeah.
How was it? How did it feel to make that transition from modeling to now music?
It was fairly easy for me because I think inside myself there was that thing about rap, about hip-hop that was always the it thing for me. I think for me modeling came as an avenue was the side hustle. It was an avenue for me to make some extra cheddar. Yeah. So
who inspired you in hip-hop?
In hip-hop at that time, and I used to worship Jay-Z, if I can say. He was it back then. But then at that time, you remember back then when they dropped, when Baby and Wayne dropped Like Father, Like Son. Also, that was really, really the album that was inspiring me back then. Yeah.
Awesome. So now you're an actor.
Yeah.
There's a clip, Ukiwa Kenda Imani.
Yeah.
We want to show it. I hope the producers have it ready.
All
so
right.
This is you in Kenda Imani.
All right.
Yeah.
Pastor sent me urgently to get something for him, and I seem to have forgotten my wallet at home. Could you be having some 500 shillings? My wife will bring it to you in your meeting.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Here.
Now where do I get the money for milk? Do you know your father had borrowed this money so that I can make a proper breakfast for you tomorrow? No, you poured the milk. Watch Akuje.
But I have this letter. Me too.
Ish, you kids. Can't you let me breathe for just 1 second? I have just come home. I'm worn out.
So that's Just Bruce in Kenda Imani. Awesome stuff. However, you're not the good guy you are in person in Kenda Imani, are you?
No. The character in Kenda Imani, Mr. Oyo, is a con. He's actually a guy in church, but he's not really in church by heart. So the whole thing is surrounding his con games and his, just not being real.
Does it add to the challenge playing someone who's not really you personally? As in someone who doesn't have the same values as you?
I guess that's what acting is. Being able to portray a character for who the character is, but enabling them to come alive through you, basically.
Which actually brings me to the new music now. The new music is like a totally different transition from what you used to do.
Yeah.
So what happened so that change occurred?
All right. The only period I was unsaved was between after high school and 7 years. So 7 years from after high school, that is the distance only I was unsaved. So basically I'm saying from young until I cleared high school, I only knew that I was saved, okay? So then when I came out of high school, I was like, hey, I think there are things I haven't tried out, So I went straight in and I had this season of backsliding, which was thorough because it's sort of, I don't know how to do things halfway. So I was in it 100%. And if you look at my secular videos that I did, one of them even could not be played on national TV because
it's too hot for TV.
The nature of and nowadays the media is a bit more open. Then it couldn't be played. So I was that back then. And then in 2010 I rededicated back my life back to Christ, and I've been waiting for a signal since then.
Mama gave you a signal.
Mama gave me a signal. I was really waiting for a signal. But in 2014 I recorded a mixtape, a gospel mixtape, which I basically outed my heart out, but I wasn't doing it to release it. So I kept
Why were you doing it then?
My heart was too full.
Okay.
You see, for me, the only form of expression I knew was rap. Okay, and there was no way. So for 4 years, I hadn't recorded at all. So I had to release. So I did a full 11 plus bonus EP. It's there. It's called Who Am I? And then now in 2017, I got the signal to come back into mainstream media. Then I started recording my project currently. It's called Greater Love, the project. And I have done about 6-7 tracks already. And we have 4 videos in. But I decided to release Feel Me and Bathing in the Crucifixion.
Now the EP?
Yeah.
It's fully gospel?
Yes, it's fully gospel.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Your fans from way back when,
yeah,
the ones who know there's a video out there that's too hot for TV.
Yes.
How are they accepting the new Just Bruce?
I don't think for me it's a transition, more like it has happened for other people who they were in the limelight and then they get born again and then they jump into gospel. Mine, with a 7-year buffer period, I think it was sort of enough to erase, I think. And of course you cannot remove everything from the internet. I still see a bit of stories on the internet, but I mean, it's part of my past, and if you hear my music going forward, you'll see the realness of it. It's 100% from inside, it's 100% real, so I'm guessing that the reality will come out.
From the 4 that you just released, the videos, which is your favorite?
Currently, my favorite is Feel Me, because...
Tell me about that one.
Feel Me is when I got the signal that I should come out into ministry, into full-time media. I was sort of telling God, listen, Lord, you please don't send me out there to a world that is hungry, that is waiting, and then I am without content. Don't send me out, and not content to rap with, no. I need to be full myself so that I can be able to give out to the people.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yes. When I was blowing up back then, I went to a live show like this in a New Metro, and Mad Trucks was the MC of the day. And I hadn't experienced what it means to be really in the limelight, yeah. And so that day, my track VIP was taking over. I was actually number 3 and had beaten a lot of tracks that were still trending. And then I went in and took the mic, and the people were screaming for like 3, 4, 5 minutes and the show could not continue, that we kept calm. And it all came to me. I discovered the people are hungry, they need to find something new. Even today, you get a new kid in the block and the people will be like, what are you about? Yeah. So I discovered that it's such a responsibility to be in public life, to be in public living. So now, when I released Fill Me, it was really a prayer for me to ask God kindly, please fill me, so that I can go to this world that is waiting, with content, with material, with things that you've sent me to say and to do.
That's awesome. I think that's the track we're going to start playing first of
Awesome.
all. But before then, where can someone purchase the music or follow you?
Okay, right now my channel is brand new. My gospel channel is brand new. You can find me at Just Bruce, the YouTube channel. And
Just Bruce.
Yeah, Just Bruce is the YouTube channel. And I'm on Instagram at Just Bruce7. That's at Just Bruce7. And on Twitter at Just Bruce.
At Just Bruce.
Yes.
So ladies, and gentlemen, you know where to find them. At Just Bruce on Twitter, at Just Bruce7
Yes, on Instagram.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
And on YouTube, Just Bruce.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
We need guys to go to the channel. I mean, there's plenty of material, and we know that it's material that should be out there. Yes.
Awesome stuff.
Amazing.
So this is Fill Me by Just Bruce.